Hey guys, hi YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do like a long video. So settle, get some tea, get some juice or whatever that you drink, and let's talk on what really kind of led me to try to do a lifestyle change. So yeah, I would say that most of my life since high school, I've had a weight issue. When I got to college, everything stabilized, everything was all good. And then later on, I put the weight back on. And then, you change. And then after having my son, I gained a few pounds. I won't blame that on baby weight because the baby weight went away right away. That was not an issue. But being a mom in general really took a toll on me, where balancing it out, I just struggled with it. It's not like I had this baby, he was older now, I'm just going to go back and start working out and watching what I ate. I struggled with that. That was one of the really, really things that hit hard. So, 30s, I had him, and I started feeling really exhausted. On top of that, when I got to about 38, I noticed a big change. I started experiencing perimenopause symptoms. So after that, I just noticed like my body, I started not feeling so great. The mood swings, the belly fat and all that stuff. I wasn't feeling good. And I noticed like I was struggling sometimes to try to eat better. Because I was craving things, the sweets and all that stuff. So over the years, I would say like I've had a weight issue. Now I'm a confident person. It's not something that's taking a toll on me where I was crying my nights to sleep because I'm overweight. No, I'm somebody who's really encouraged people to be themselves, to enjoy dressing up no matter what size. And I'm still in that. That's my whole thing. I don't let anybody make you feel like you can't wear whatever. You wear what makes you happy. No problem. So I am somebody that's never dieted. I've never really worked out like crazy. I do walk a lot over the years. I've been walking like crazy. That's one thing. That's how my legs are toned more, because I love walking. And, so over the years, I was like, okay, last year I was watching a video on TikTok, and the video, they said, it was a doctor who said sometimes when you're having insulin issues or sugar issues where you might be pre-diabetic, you tend to have darker skin in the back of your neck, certain parts of your face and all that. So I told my son to look in the back, and he recorded it, and I saw it. I had like a black area. And so I freaked out. I'm like, oh my God, I have a sugar problem. That same day I had eaten like crap, I took my mom-in-law's, the thing that you poke your finger with, and poked my finger, and I checked my blood sugar, and it was high. And I was like, oh my God. And I knew why, because I'd eaten like really badly. So I started Googling stuff, the normal sugar levels, like what you can do, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, I gotta do better. I told my husband, I'm like, I gotta do better. So I started changing for like a whole month. I was testing my blood sugar levels morning and night. I started drinking hibiscus tea and all that stuff. For that whole month, I literally lost like 4 pounds without even trying, because I started eating protein, fibers, and fat. You're going to hear that a lot when you try to lower your sugar levels. I didn't have a sugar problem when I did my labs, but my body was starting to be insulin resistant because of perimenopause. So I started this journey where I noticed things were getting better. I started feeling way better. I wasn't foggy as much. I wasn't bloated as much. My energy levels started to go up. I wasn't falling asleep after meals, because that's another thing that was happening to me a lot. I would always be falling asleep because I'm exhausted, crashing, and I thought it was just because I'm tired as a mom and all that, but no, it was my sugar levels were going crazy. So within that month, I started really at, let's say, like, it was up and down. And then mid-month, it started stabilizing really nicely. And maybe I'll post the numbers when I was recording everything on my phone. And so that whole thing triggered something in me. And I scheduled an appointment to go get my labs done. That week, I was restless. I couldn't sleep. I was so nervous. I'm like, what if I'm pre-diabetic? Like, what am I going to do? Like, where do I start? So I remember breaking down in the kitchen, and I prayed to God. This is how you know God answers prayers, because I cried my eyes out. And I was telling God, I said, if my blood work, sorry guys, I've been congested. I said, if my labs come back normal, I owe you, God, and I'm going to do better. So the next week after I did my labs, everything was normal. And I just cried, and I just thank God. I was like, it's like he gave me a second chance because I messed up in so many ways, just doing whatever. Like, I didn't care, And I said, God, I owe you. I'm going to do better. Okay. So that took a while to get to the doing better part. And this new year, I looked at my stomach in the mirror. And I'm like, I know it's a fupa. I know because we got kids. I get it. But I was like, can I just try to get it down? Like, dang, every time I put on clothes, I'm frustrated with it. It just sits a certain way. Like, I can do it with my whole body, but the stomach just makes me go crazy. So I looked and I'm like, I could do something. So I set a thing where I said, if you guys watch my videos, you saw I'm starting the challenge. I literally set a date and I started the day before. I was vlogging 3 days, okay, showing you guys what I'm eating, what I'm doing. To update you guys on the results, I lost about 6 pounds from that. It wasn't a weight loss journey. It was more of a belly fat thing. I lost that. And my stomach did go down. I'm noticing my stomach is starting to get smaller. But it was more what I was eating than anything. So that. And so I did another prayer. And I swear there was this. I woke up like that. Like something in me, this energy came through me that was like, you ready to do this? You ready to do this? You know how they say, don't let other people be the ones to tell you like, oh, it's time to do something. This literally happened for me by myself. It just came to me. And I started saying, what? And one time I was scrolling, I saw this girl with a nice body. She wasn't skinny. She had a nice stomach and she had this set on, this workout set. And I just admired it on the screen. I'm like, girl, you look good. Like, I want that. And I said to myself, like, dang, you want something. Why are you not going after it? Like, you literally are strong. You can build some good muscle and you can really tone up and get your body right. Why are you sitting back and enjoying somebody and admiring it and you're not doing anything about it? So that triggered me. And I just got up one day and I was like, I'm going to vlog. I'm going to post. And then a video popped up of this lady who's been documenting her whole weight loss thing. And she was so transparent. I loved it. I was like, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm literally going to do this for 30 days and see how it goes. I was scared to death because I'm like, people are going to judge me. They're going to tell me like, girl, you're doing this wrong. You need bow, you're fat. But actually that didn't happen. So sometimes we put things in our head about that. I posted it and I was just going every single day. I wanted to show up as I am, imperfect, because I wanted other people to see that. Sometimes, this workout people are showing you their perfect bodies and you feel some kind of way. Not realistic. I literally was cooking what I'm eating. I'm showing what I'm eating, what I'm cooking. So it's easy for you to like follow and say, that's what she did. And yeah, when the month ended, I was like, okay, it was great. My stomach didn't go much down, but it's okay. It's something that's going to take longer than a month, of course. So after that, I just felt like this lion is roaring inside of me and I'm ready. The ready clicked finally for myself. It wasn't anybody. And I started thinking, man, I want to be here for the long run. I need to eat better because when you eat better, your body just works better. And I noticed it. My energy levels started from that 30 days just going up. And I'm like, I need more of this. I need this energy because I was able to stabilize throughout the day. And I didn't feel like I'm crashing. I'm taking a nap, because I'm exhausted. Like this crashing that I was going through just kind of started going away. My knees that were hurting really badly, slowly, were not as bad. They still hurt, but they're not as bad. And I'm just like, dang, these benefits are great. This is not even for me losing weight. It's just I'm feeling good. And I'm just ready to challenge myself. So that's where this all came about. It's like, girl, you can do something. Like, just do something. There was moments where I would sit by myself and I just felt stuck. I felt like my energy levels were so down and mood swings and all this. And I'm just like, whoa. And the sleep was all over the place because of perimenopause too. But then when I started doing this, I noticed I started sleeping a little bit better. Like I wasn't as restless, like waking up constantly throughout the night. And I just felt better. And I was like, I need to do this more. So for me, that's why I don't call it a weight loss challenge. This is for me a lifestyle change of doing better. I've had my moments. Yeah, sometimes I'm not eating the best. But at the end of the day, I'm making an intention every single day to do something better. Because I owe it to God. I owe God for giving me a second chance. Even though nothing was wrong, I felt like God just was like, okay, you need that push, girl. I'm going to get you there. I prayed for clarity just to have that motivation, that focus. And God gave it to me. And this year felt like literally it's happening. Because I'm like excited and I want to do stuff, Like I'm not watching stuff just pass me by. I need to do stuff, And it took maybe 43, but, I was like, this is a good time. One of the things they say is in your 40s, start lifting weights because you start having bone loss. you want to start lifting, especially 30s, 40s, start lifting those weights and get heavier. I hope that I can move up to 20 pounds, you know, maybe 25. I think that's my max. But lifting, yeah, I want to move up and lift weights. So that's where I'm at. So this is the reason why this whole thing started. And I'm just really like ready. I'm yearning, and I feel a roar. Like I feel like there's a lion in here that's like ready, like, go girl, get out there, do something. And so I realized that when people look at you and they see that you're working on your body, you're motivated and all that stuff, you know, it's like you care about yourself. That's literally what it is. Another thing that really triggered me was I noticed that people treat you a certain way when you're heavier. And I started feeling some moments where I was invisible. I was that type of person where I went in the room and a lot of people noticed me, people wanted to talk to me, and then the quiet got really silent. Like people no longer kind of saw me. And I'm literally like, I'm super tall, like I'm big and tall. You guys don't see me sometimes, you know, people will be friendly to my husband and my son, and they kind of act like they don't see me. Or if I say thank you as we're buying things, and they kind of like, I'm not acknowledged. And I started feeling some way about that. I also got frustrated with doing like fashion videos because it took me a while to try to find clothes that fit my body. And then I would try to post videos from different stores. And I got kind of frustrated with it because I'm literally like spending so much time trying to find clothes. And I just was like, I need a break from fashion. I literally did. I was like, let me take a break from fashion for a little bit. And so in general, like I started, something in me was just clicking, like I'm done. Like I'm ready to do something else. So that's where this all started, guys.